Hi, I'm the math guy, Steve. Let's try solving this equation. So, when solving these types of equations, these are called quadratic equations. Our first step is to try to get 0 on one side. Okay, we already got that part. Next step is to try factoring the other side, or if all else fails, use the quadratic formula. But let's try factoring this one. Let's see if it works. So, when factoring and there's a 1 in front of the x squared, we can go straight to what I call double bubble, okay? X and X. And now we need numbers that multiply to give me the constant term and add to give me that middle coefficient. So, I need numbers that multiply to give me negative 104. Whew, that's a lot. Let's try it. What numbers multiply to give me negative 104? Well, okay, first, I know, 1 and 104, those don't add to give me negative 5 though. Let's see. Okay, it's an even number, so I know 2 goes into it. 2 goes into it, let's see, 52 times. Okay. Still not negative 5. 3 doesn't go into it because the digits don't add up to a multiple of 3. So we can skip that one. Oh, but 4 works. 4 works. 4 and 26. Still not negative 5 if they combine them. Okay, 5 doesn't work because it doesn't end in a 5 or a 0. 6 doesn't go into it because, 3 doesn't go into it. So 6 can't. 7 doesn't go into it, but I believe 8 does. Let's try. Okay, does 8 go into 104? 8 times what? Let's try it. 8 into 104. Well, 8 goes into 10 once. Multiplying, we get 8. When we subtract, that gives us a 2. Bring down the 4. 8 goes into 24. There we go. 3 times. 3 times 8 is 24. We get a remainder of 0. So yes, 8 goes into it 13 times. And looky. We can subtract those and get negative 5. We just need a positive 8 and a negative 13. Those combine to give me that negative 5. So we would say x plus 8 and x minus 13. There we go. So again, we need to get 0 on one side. Then we factor the other side. Now we can set each of those factors equal to 0. So x plus 8 equals 0 and x minus 13 equals 0. And now we solve each of those equations separately. So here to try to solve for x, we subtract 8. So x equals negative 8. There we go. Here's one of our solutions. And here we would add 13 to both sides. And so here we get x equals 13. Those will be our 2 solutions to this quadratic equation. Oh, don't forget, we can check it, okay? Like Nike, okay? Just do it. Just check it. There we go. Okay, so we call this our Nike step, our check step. Got it. And so how do we check it? We take those solutions, plug them in, and see if we get true statements. Let's try x equals negative 8. Okay, when I plug in negative 8 for every x, see if I get something true. So that's negative 8 squared minus 5 times negative 8. Minus 104. We're asking, is that equal to 0? Well, negative 8 squared is 64. Negative 5 times negative 8 is 40. Minus 104, is that equal to 0? Well, 64 plus 40 is 104. So 104 minus 104, is that equal to 0? Yes, it is. Surely is. Yes. So 0 equals 0. It checks out. There we go. And then now we'll plug in the other solution. Plug in 13. See if we get something true. So 13 squared minus 5 times 13 minus 104. Is that equal to 0? Well, let's see. 13 squared is 169. Minus 5 times 13 is 65. Minus 104. Is that equal to 0? Well, 169 minus 65 is 104. So 104 minus 104. Is that equal to 0? It surely is. 0 equals 0. Perfect. So those are our 2 solutions. Both of them check out. But solving quadratic equations isn't that difficult. We try getting 0 on one side, factoring the other side if it works, and then set each factor equal to 0 and solve separately. And don't forget to check. Okay? Again, solving these aren't that difficult. Just a few simple steps. And always remember, math is everywhere.